Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. It's the 24th of August. We have a beautiful sunshiny day. We've got some nice puffy clouds here. We have been kind of in a rainy season. We've had some rains that were just unbelievably hard. I don't know if you can see that sewer over there, rain gutter. Yeah, that thing was overwhelmed by the rain. It was completely had water over it. It was coming down so fast. And the way the rain stopped, it just like immediately stopped and the road cleared up real quick. We had a pretty good rain here the other night. Hardest one I've been in the Philippines.
Hello?
Actually, when I was out in it, you had to put your hand over here just so you get air. It was almost like you were underwater. I've never been in rain. That's some Forrest Gump rain, guys. Hi, sweetheart. There's my beautiful.
Hello.
How many more days till your B-Day?
3.
3. And how old are you going to be?
7.
7. And look at that. How about them nice teeth? Them babies are coming in real good, and they're nice and big, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's way when her teeth are going to be big, and then her head will catch up, and it'll look good. Right, sweetie? You got the red glasses? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be able to get her out for our traditional birthday.
You will tell the police.
Yeah, what we always do, what I do with the kids, this is just something that I do with them. I always take them out, whosever birthday it is, I take them out in the morning and we go to whatever restaurant. All right, let me get it. We go to whatever restaurant of their choice. And we eat garbage, whether it be McDonald's hamburgers or whatever, or big breakfast or something like that, or Jollibee, wherever they want to go. And then we'll go over to the toy store. And I'll leave that close. The ants, I don't want the ants to get in. Okay, set it in there. Put it in the little white baggie. And then we go to the toy store and let them pick out some toys. I actually got her some stuff here that I had ordered. Got her some pretty cool stuff. And so we're looking forward to that day, and we got to stop and get the ice cream and the cake and stuff. I don't really eat cake, but I'll eat a little bite. I don't do sugar anymore. I've cut that completely out. Since I stopped with the milk, I don't have that thing where I'm choking myself to death when I go to sleep. It's like as soon as I drift off, it's like, and it just wouldn't stop, and it would go for hours. It would go anywhere from, sometimes it would last only 10 minutes or so. Other times it would go hours. I couldn't get to sleep. I'd lay down at 10 and couldn't get to sleep until sometimes 1. That's how bad that was. But I cut all the dairy products out. It's gone. It's completely gone. There's no more of this stuff clogging my throat up all the time. It's just gone. So I still do a tiny bit of butter every now and again because I don't fry in oils or anything, so I use butter to fry eggs and stuff like that. So, but eggs don't seem to bug me. I do, but the other thing I cut out is all the breads and stuff like that. Breads and things. Very, very rarely. Once in a while. Once in a great while. Now this morning, I did have a piece of bread with some butter on it, but I limit it to a real super small amount. Otherwise, I'll get sick. I went ahead and like the noodles, I try to get the rice noodles for spaghetti and stuff. But this morning, I went grocery shopping the other day, and I went early in the morning, so they had a bunch of really nice steaks in there, and I got a couple really nice sirloin steaks. They were tender and delicious. I did them in a cast iron skillet since I don't have a broiler. And then I like to put, I don't do a lot of oils or anything, but I do keep olive oil around because one thing I like on my steak, I put pepper on it when I'm frying it. The good sized pieces ground up, maybe in 10 pieces per corn, so it's nice and thick. And then when it's on the table, I like to dump olive oil on top. And we got some pretty good olive oil. It's Contadina brand. I know that brand. It's got a good flavor to that, and I like to put that on top of my steak. And the kids had steak. Well, I had a steak and eggs, and well, to sop up all the goo, I needed a piece of toast, so I had a piece of bread today. I hope I don't get sick from it, but in the past, if I do small amounts, I don't get sick at all. Now, my sweetie, I did the big grocery shopping yesterday. Went out in the Piaggio there. I love that little buggy. I did the oil change on it. And, you know, even though it didn't have the miles to it, but I used nothing but AMSOIL, the synthetic. I got 1540 in it for the heat, and then the gearbox. It takes a 90 weight oil, and I use the AMSOIL synthetic. I did, as soon as I got it home from the dealer, I did the oil with AMSOIL and the gearbox. Well, that's a couple years, so I went ahead and did the gearbox also. The thing's running nice and smooth. Just a fantastic buggy. I don't like the idea that we're gonna probably have to sell it when we move because of the space. There's only going to be room enough for a couple vehicles, and this thing I hate. Like right now, I got it left outside. Our old neighborhood, we could not leave it outside at all because the kids just climb all over it. They climb up on the roof. That's why the top's all torn, ripped up. Here, it's not too bad, but every now and again when it's out, there's kids piled in it. And the funny thing about these, and if you people, I don't know if it's mine's weird, but if you play with the dials without, and they stick that one, I guess it's a compression release. If they pull that lever and leave it pulled, it doesn't have a spring to return it, then I have to open up the thing and unhitch it and squirt it with a little oil, play around with it for it to start. So I don't like when the kids get in there. My kids don't. They know not to get in there. I don't allow them in the front seat at all. But when it was inside here where the pool is, my kids hardly ever went in it. But when it's outside, they constantly want to go out there and sit in it. So it's kind of funny. But like I said, I did grocery shopping yesterday. Now my sweetie's out, just so she could get out. She's going up to San Jose and getting fruit. That's where we like to buy it. We get good prices down there, and the one lady that we buy the fruit from, she's real particular about the fruit she gets. Her and her husband go and get it, I guess, every day, and we get the best apples from her. Sometimes we get, we've gotten bananas already from other places that you peel it open and it's got a bunch of little worms in there, and you couldn't tell. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with that, but we've got some bad stuff. We actually got some avocados that were just nasty inside. So they felt like they were ready to eat. As soon as you cut them open, they were just like rotten in there. Little red worms in them. They get these red worms. And so we watch where we get all the fruit. And we've been getting some pretty nice stuff. So, a nice little electric buggy going. We're gonna get my sweetie a little electric buggy. I was looking at a couple of them, and she's not decided on what she wants yet, but we're looking at them right now. The shops here, I know, it'd be nice to go to the shops and pick one up like that, but boy, the prices on them. I looked at one, same brand, it's the exact same bike, different colors all. Up at the shop, they wanted $43 for it. Well, I was looking on Lazada. I wasn't going to use them guys anymore, but like for AMSOIL I have to, and they did get me all my money back. I was out so much money, and they fixed it, so I was real happy about that. But this same one in Lazada was only was $25,000. So I was like, whoa. And the other one, I found prices all over the place, a couple of different shops. When I was out, I saw 35 was the lowest. For that particular one, and it's got the front seat. It's a bike. It's not a trike. It's got the front seat, and then it's got a little back one. It's got a real nice basket on the front. It was I believe it was it's 42 volt, and it's got a couple kilowatt battery. It's got a big battery in it. So, and it says it'll go 40 to 60 kilometers distance, and it has a top speed of 50. I guess it's limited. But there's also, I just saw online, I was looking the bike up again, and I saw online that there's a little doohickey you do to it. You just go online and it takes the limiter off. But for her, I doubt it'll do it. 50, I'm sure she'll be happy with that. And but it looks like a pretty nice machine. I did go up to the shop and look at it. It'd be the good size for her. She's only like 4'7", so that way she'll have a nice little machine to go on. Plus she could put one of the kids on the back in case if she wants to take them up to their school or whatever. We don't know how it's going to work when we move, if there's going to even be school in this country. I don't know what they're going to do. One of my buddies just told me they opened up one of the colleges and some kids got COVID and they just shut everything down for a few of them getting it. And it's like, well, wait a minute. There's nothing wrong with them. They're fine. They don't even know they got it. They're in quarantine, but there's nothing wrong. So they're shutting stuff down for, I don't get it. I don't know why they keep doing this over this mild flu year. So it's really a little bit goofy. We got the ants are coming, I guess because of the rain, we got a lot of ants coming in, and we got these little ants here, I call them acid ants, because when they get you, it's not like they bite you, it's like they leave an acid on you, and they burn you. They're pretty nasty, especially if you got a lot of them. But at the other house, they got into my camera. I had a really good camera. It was a Casio, but the reason, when I went to the store, I had been going to camera stores, and in the States, they got all these ones, and they got a little cord on them that you can pull out, but the cameras are fully functional. You can use them. They're all charged up and ready to go. And what I wanted was, I had borrowed somebody's digital camera. And the thing I don't like about it, especially with kids, when you push the button, it fiddle farts around, and it won't take the damn picture. It takes seconds. Well, your kid's already gone in that time. Well, this one I had, when you push the button, man, it took that picture like right now. It's like a split second. So I was real happy with that one. But the ants got it. I left it on the refrigerator, and the ants got inside and just ate it. Well, then I wanted to get, most of my stuff I have is waterproof. So I was looking for a waterproof camera, and I picked up this job right here. Okay. It's slow to take the picture. I don't think it takes good pictures. It's a Fujifilm. If ever you see this XP, which one is it? I don't remember, the XP 3000 or whatever the heck it is. But if ever you're going to buy a waterproof camera, do not get this one. I mean, it's horrible. It's got this thing on here where I'm supposed to be able to transfer the stuff to my phone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It just won't. It's just a major problem, this phone. It takes too long to take the pictures. A lot of times it takes, if you're out in the super bright sunshine, yeah, it takes great pictures. Any kind of, even inside here, just inside here, forget it. It doesn't take a good one. And I've tried all the different settings, and I'm going to replace this one. But this will be a beater I'll take only for the beach. It's only for when we go to the beach, and I'll take pictures with it then. But don't buy one of these. Do not. Don't buy this piece of crap. But what happened, I was talking about the ants. The ants were all over this. There were thousands of ants all over this, and I thought, wow, they're attacking my electronics, but I couldn't find anything they got in. I was worried about the speakers, but not the speakers, but the microphones and stuff. There's one of the mics, but they're not in there. This is the one I'm going to have set up for the house, and when we move. And getting it all set up. I got the one on the camera here now. I'm starting to use that a lot because it does a lot better for you guys. I know the one just on the camera itself isn't too great, but I don't know. They didn't get too bad inside there, So I'm hoping that I just got to keep an eye on it now and move it. But we've got, all of a sudden, since this rain, we've been getting a lot of birds flying in here now. Frogs, lots of frogs are coming in. We've got just all kinds, and the ants was, the old house that we lived in was terrible for ants. I actually sprinkle old motor oil all around, and to kill their nests. But here there's no good spots, and now we got ants all over. They come in and they're eating the landlord's wood around the doors. There's termites coming in there. The one door is completely, it's eaten up about a foot from the floor. They just chowed the heck out of it. Termites in this country are pretty bad. Hopefully there's no wood in these roofs here, otherwise that'll be going next. But that's pretty much what's going on today here at Rick Shaw's, where kids are just goofing around, being good. I've been letting them ride their bikes and stuff out front here, things like that. Here, when you leave here, now we've got this mask has to be on. They won't let you out of the guard shack unless you have it. I forgot it the one day. They don't let you out. They won't open the gate or nothing. You cannot get out unless you're wearing it. In your car. You're in your car. I'm not getting that, but you ain't getting out. It's, it's everybody's in authority over us now. Everybody. It's just unbelievable. And when you go into any of the stores now, you got to have that face shield thing on now, or you can't get in. So, and you got to go step your feet into a bucket of stuff so you slip and fall on your butt. With the way the tiles are here, all this stuff. I don't see that it's really helping. I look in the jeepneys with all this plastic. I'm not buying that that's saving anymore. To me, it would seem like it would keep the spores that come out of somebody's face floating around in there for a longer period of time, giving people a chance to catch it, to catch it more. So, whereas the jeepneys before, they're just open and the wind's blasting straight through. Now you got this plastic that's going to filter it and keep it blowing around. I had said earlier in a video about my motorcycle, I used to chew gum, ride my bike, and I had a windshield on it, and I have a little, it was like a little ashtray thingy up in front, and I'd go to throw that in there. Well, this wrapper got in between, and just really crazy. Okay, I gotta go. I got a phone call. I'll talk to you later.